3 ways that men feel loved in a marriage so that they will never cheat. And as we get into this part of the show, again, please a reminder to subscribe to the channel and like this video. And I appreciate that because it gets the message out to more people. And we want to spread the message to be able to facilitate loving, caring relationships. And ladies, it starts with us and the changes in ourselves. So as we get into the 3 ways men feel loved in a marriage so that they will never cheat, you want to know, again, it is not in a good man's nature to cheat. Because he's loyal to the family unit, he's committed to his wife, he took his vows seriously, he is not thinking of destroying what he values so much in his life. So if that's true, and it's not in a good man's nature to cheat, why do some good men end up cheating? And the truth is that as women, we withhold love, we withhold affection, we withhold sex so that a good man will feel deprived and weakened and will be susceptible to a woman coming on to him. That as women, we see this as an end goal because we're so unhappy and living on the fence and looking for a way out, and being married to a good man, there's no valid reason to leave. No one would understand. What do you mean you're leaving? That makes no sense. So we have to look for a way out and create a situation to make something happen to make our husbands cheat. And that's the red pill that we have to let in as women. And so if you're a woman watching and you're being red pilled, the next place is then how do you get back on track? How do you get back on track from how you have been showing up that you've suppressed and been blind to, that now you can see, so that you can begin to change and show up in a way where your husband never leaves or never cheats. One more thing before we get back to it. This video is brought to you by the Autoimmune Expert, our sister company where we teach people to permanently heal from autoimmune diseases and chronic illnesses without the need for medications, supplements, food diets, or mind-body interventions. So if you or a family member is struggling with an autoimmune disease or chronic illness and you're frustrated with your Western or alternative medical program of symptom management, please click the link above to schedule your free consultation to start your healing journey. And also check out the links in the description below to sign up for our free Autoimmune 101 course and visit the Autoimmune Expert YouTube channel. Our programs are truly profound and amazing in their abilities to permanently heal autoimmune diseases and chronic illnesses. And so in doing this, we're going to get into the 3 ways that men feel loved. And the reason it's 3 ways that men feel loved so that they will never cheat is because as women and men were different. So what's important to a man in a relationship and on his top 10 of what's most important to him is going in a marriage is going to be very different than a woman's priorities and what's most important to her, or in her top 10 of what's most important to her in a marriage. So these are the real love languages for men that we need to understand as women. And as I was coming up with this, I ranked myself in each of these, because one of the things that's very important to me and what I teach and what I'm trying to do to support women and support good men is to be what I call a true teacher, that I'm not there, that this is a journey for me in my own marriage. And I always want to let you know that I'm a work in progress and I'm working on myself to keep getting better and to be a good wife, because that's that's my journey in my life and my journey in my marriage that I also hope that you take on for yourself. So as I was going through this, I had my mentor help me so that I didn't fool myself and I could be honest with myself. So as I go through each of these, I'll share where I'm at in terms ranked on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 not doing good at all, 10 doing my best and fully engaged. And I'll share where I am in each of these. So the 3 ways that men feel loved so that they will never cheat. The number 1 way that a man will feel loved in a marriage and never cheat is regular and engaged sex. So for this one, and again, with the help to be honest with myself, I'm a 10 in this area. That this is one I've worked on very hard in my marriage to make sure that I'm having regular and engaged sex with my husband and enjoying it for myself, initiating it regularly, not skipping it, and my husband knowing that I enjoy sex with him. That's an area in my marriage I've worked really, really hard and continue to stay very committed to. And for the women listening, you might do the same for yourself. The key is you have to slow down and be really honest with yourself. If you're going to rank, where am I in this department? You want to be really honest with yourself so you can see where you're at and make the improvements you need to make. So what does it mean in engaged sex? Because as I said earlier, a man can feel the shallowness or lack of sincerity in our actions and behaviors in the marriage. So if you're having sex as a checklist and you're not there and disengaged and just waiting for it to be over, you want to know he feels that. You're not getting away with it. You're not fooling anyone. So engaged sex is letting him know that you enjoy sex with him and that you enjoy that time with him, that it's important to you. It also means initiating. Initiating sex with your husband lets him know that you are thinking of him, that you know sex is important to him, and you're showing him that sex is important to you as well, and what's important to him is important to you, and you're taking that into consideration and considering him. That's part of how he feels loved. The other piece is not skipping it or blowing sex off. That even if it's a regular time that you would have sex and say something has happened and you're not in the space, letting him know that and saying, okay, today's not feeling like the right day. When else in the next couple of days would work for you so that we have that time and connection together? That lets him know, oh, she's thinking of it and she knows it's important to me. And that's how he feels loved. Number 2 of how a man feels loved in a marriage so that he will never cheat. Number 2 is respect. Respecting your husband as a man and appreciating him for the contributions that he makes to the family and relationship. And in this, I ranked myself as an 8. That this is an area I do really good, but there are areas in this. So I do a really good job of acknowledging and thanking and appreciating my husband around the house and the things that he does in the relationship. And I need to do a better job of appreciating him and the contributions he makes as an excellent provider and being in a secure career and job, and how much I feel that he does that for me. And that's an area I need to improve in, is actually taking the time to acknowledge my husband in that. So what's really key here in respecting your husband as a man and appreciating him for his contributions is thanking him and appreciating him for specific contributions and tasks that he does. It's the specific that's really, really important. So not just a general, thank you for being a great husband. No, you want to find the specific things he's doing, the specific contributions he's making to you and the family, and appreciate him for those. So for example, I'll share a example from my marriage. I love Christmas lights. So over the holiday season, I was really excited to have lights up. And my husband's been working really hard. And he was like, is it sure it's important to put lights up outside? And I said, I would really appreciate it. And bless him, he just said no problem on it and did an incredible job. And I made sure to let him know, especially throughout the couple weeks that we had lights up, to say, thank you so much for putting the lights up. I know you didn't feel up to it and it wasn't something you really had the energy to do. And I just want you to know how happy I am when I drive up and see the lights on when I get home from work, and just thank you so much. Or he took time to, a few weeks ago, to use our carpet cleaner and steam clean all the carpets and our mattress and our couch and an ottoman. And I made sure, the carpet feels so good when I walk on it. Thank you so much. Or the mattress just, it's so nice to know how clean it is. Thank you so much for doing that. So it's thanking them for the specific contributions. And then also a reminder in this of, it's really important that you slow down and you are genuine. It's not just let me thank him, check it off the list. It's slowing down in yourself first and letting yourself actually feel your appreciation for him, so that comes through when you're specifically or thanking him for specific tasks or contributions. Another example is, thank you for being such a great provider and making me feel safe and secure in our marriage because of how hard you work and your abilities to provide for the family and your consistency in it. So it's, again, thanking him and appreciating him for specific contributions. And number 3, and how a man feels loved in a marriage so that he never cheats. Number 3 is showing affection as playful touch. Number 3, showing affection as playful touch. So this is different. This is different than sex. Affection and playful physical touch is its own separate way to show appreciation and love to your husband. That is something in a good way, and him as a good man craves, and how he feels loved. And this is something that in my ranking of myself, this was an area that I need to make some bigger improvements in. That in this, I ranked myself again on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 not doing good at all, 10 doing really well and doing my best. In this one, I am a 5. And this was not as one that I'm not as good with. And I realized that as I was planning this video, and I never slowed down to realize the depth of the importance of playful touch and affection in my marriage. And I had to see and am seeing where and why I'm a 5 in this and not doing as well is because I've made it on my terms. When I'm in the mood to be playful and be touched, that it's only if I feel like it. And if I'm not feeling like it, it's not happening. And that's where I'm a fun vacuum and have a stick up my butt of like, yeah, no, I'm busy. Like I'm cooking. But if I feel like it, then I'm engaged with it. And so this is an area that I need to make some big improvements with, and being at a 5. And one of the things I have to see for myself, and I teach women and need to let in more for me and want to share with women today, is that we have to stop thinking that it's our body and that we have the right to decide when our husband has access to it to be affectionate or not. And that's I should have said trigger warning, because as women, I believe we've been so indoctrinated into the feminist movement of my body, my choice, that we've taken that into our marriage with our husbands as good men, that they don't have free access to come in and give us a hug or grab our butt or, cop a feel. And that's something that's important to them. And of course, as a good man, we're not talking about, some stranger or some creep. You're talking about your husband as a good man. And in that, he's going to be respectful. He's going to be caring, loving, gentle. He's not being a creep. He's being a good man who loves his wife and wants to show affection and have that affection returned. So in a positive way, again, trigger warning, that you want to give the right to your body, to your husband, that it's available to him if he wants to love on you and be affectionate. And again, it will be in a caring, loving, playful way because he's a good man. And I realized in going through this, what a double standard this actually is. Because if you're married to a good man, you have, and we have, free access to their body. They're not going to, if we go, squeeze their butt or want to cuddle or hug on them or be playful and flirty and touch them, they give us free access to their bodies. They're not shirking away or pushing us away or saying, no, not right now, stop. And if they did, we would be so offended, and then they would be in the doghouse of, why am I not allowed to touch you? And you're not letting me touch you. We would freak out. So it's actually a double standard. So this is something that I'm working on, knowing my husband as a wonderful man, that if he wants to be affectionate and be in that a playful touch, to not ever push it away. Because why wouldn't I want that, to create that connection and share myself freely with him the way he shares himself freely with me? And those are the three ways a man feels loved in a marriage, so that he never cheats. For those women listening who know you are the problem and want a path forward to change your woman ways and truly be happy in yourself, I have a course for women called the Happiness Program. This course will teach you to take control of your emotional state and move from camp victim to camp take responsibility, so that you are empowered to be the solution to the issues in your marriage and life. You can click the link above to learn more about the course and apply for a free consultation with me. You can also find a link below to sign up for my free Happiness 101 course. For the good men listening who want a way to take your power back that you have unknowingly given away to your wife, I also have a course for you called the Marriage Rescue Course for Good Men Only. This course will teach you how to rebuild your strength and confidence so that you can navigate the relationship with your wife in a healthy, constructive way. You can also click the link above to learn more about the course and apply for a free consultation with me. Thank you again, and I will see you all soon.